We're back, bitches. After a series of technical difficulties.
Yeah, just give it a few minutes. There's not even going to be anyone
I
connected
know.
to it
I'm
yet.
pretty much talking to myself.
That is exactly what you're doing.
I mean, sometimes it's the only way I can have an intelligent conversation.
Oh God, how fucking pretentious.
I mean, let me tell you how humble I am, okay?
Yeah, please continue to tell me how humble you are, while stating that you must talk with yourself to have an intelligent conversation.
I'm hella humble, dude.
The humility is just flowing through you.
Yes, it is. I actually called one of my friends out the other day on that shit. She was like, "Yeah, I'm really humble." I'm like, "Must not be that humble if you're talking about it." Gotta tell
Well-
everybody, you know, how humble you are. You're not humble.
Our internet finally started working again. So once we get some people, actually go in there and like my shit.
Yeah, well, it was down for like 2 hours, right?
Was it that long?
Yeah, something like that. It was like six something. Almost, no, like maybe, yeah, I think it was like 6 something.
Let's
It
see
just
here.
cut us off in the middle of whatever.
Okay.
I can hear
I was
myself.
like, what's making noise?
I could hear
Not
myself.
us.
I was trying to like our shit, and I'm turning it off. Oh, God damn it.
We gotta turn this off
You
here.
just got to turn your media player thing down.
Yeah, I closed it.
Yeah, so that was kind of doo-doo.
It sucked.
That was the whole area was out, so we checked, and we waited. And then we put up a little short video of me and Jamie were fooling around on his phone.
You know, we were like
As
brainstorming.
soon as the,
some shit.
what do you call it? As soon as the internet came back on, it was like post.
Yeah.
We were going
Okay,
into,
for-
you
okay,
know,
here's
going
a-
into
this is live
net
stream.
withdrawals. Couldn't find good memes.
Yeah, we were like, oh, the internet's down. It's like shit hits the fan. Let's go.
Yeah, pretty much. The world's ending.
The
Everybody-
apocalypse is here.
Everybody suit up. Avengers Assemble.
Started getting the shakes, you know,
Yeah,
with
oh,
draws
fuck
and
yeah,
stuff. I
dude.
mean, it was weird. What are you doing, Jamie?
I'm just resharing the
okay.
live stream to Facebook real quick.
Cool.
Part 2.
Yeah. Part 2. Corey says 1 hour.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt like an eternity.
It was.
I need to restart my phone. Holy fuck, did you see that?
No, what happened? Your phone's tripping out now?
Yeah.
Your phone don't like you.
Wow. Yeah, I need to reboot my phone.
Everything went haywire. We got hit with the EMP.
It's the Russians,
Yeah, I was
probably.
damn. You
Yeah.
got to it before
Yeah,
I did.
yeah, and then we also we already tried that the bar.
Oh god, that shit was nasty.
Nah, it wasn't that bad.
So
So we tried it, and we're gonna edit it and then upload it after this is over.
Yes.
So that
Yeah,
way
so-
you guys will get that.
We just went ahead and did that. You guys
Yeah.
will get that tonight, probably.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, we had electricity, so we're like, let's just do that, and then we recorded us doing it. It'll be like 4 minutes long or something, right?
Corey's like, get your go bag. Let's rock and roll. Let's do it.
That's what we got to do when the net goes down.
Corey, I'm just going to say that I'm a little offended that you assumed that I broke it. Man, like, I don't know. Out of all
Yeah, he
people.
messaged me and he's all, "God damn it, Jamie," or something like that. No,
Like
he didn't say
breaking the
that.
shit.
but-
He even
Jamie.
said it right here on the
Oh,
thing.
yeah,
He's
there
like,
you
you
go.
fucking broke it.
Broke the internet, Jamie.
Yeah, one job, Jamie.
I know. I'm not very good at it.
He
I
needs,
don't
a
know.
little, he needs like a satellite dish helmet thing,
I don't know
like to
who
keep
gave
the
me
link uplink there.
We need satellite network.
Cerebro is talking.
Why did you guys give me a job? You know that was a bad idea.
No one else wanted it.
Still rebooting. Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, does anybody have anybody got some topics for us here today?
I don't know.
I know, as soon as I get my phone back up, I'm going to pull the chat up and like it so it gets that viewership out there, and hopefully we can get some more people. Hey, to anyone that's watching this, like, please do us a huge favor, and, like, the only way that we can move forward with this show as far as for getting our content to more people is if you share it with people. There's been a couple of times where I start talking with someone, bring up a conversation, we get into politics, like you do, and if it turns out that they sort of have a similar belief in what I do is I'm like, hey, you got YouTube on your phone? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, let me see your phone real quick. And I just go on, I just subscribe to
Jamie
us on
just
their
like
shit.
hijacks their phone.
Yeah, because people you could show it to them, and then, like, I guarantee, like, they're never going to watch it or anything, but at least if you can go ahead and just steal that quick little sub, that helps out, because we're not, if you don't already subscribe to our show, it's of my understanding that you cannot find it if you search for this stuff. What are you laughing at? Damn you, James. Yeah, thanks. Blaming me.
Sorry.
The whole world's
So,
against
anyways,
me.
get back to the serious sharing and spreading the word of freedom.
Yeah, you got to do it by mouth. Unfortunately, like digitally, we have a real small footprint here. Trying to still reach people on Twitter, but also that Twitter is another liberal
twat.
media outlet where
Twatter?
they censor anything that is not like leaning towards a liberal agenda. So to a lot of liberal people, we seem conservative. So they're just like, nope, and they fucking block us on social media outlets, and so that is what it is. Nobody wants to come down and actually have a meaningful conversation. We get all these people that blow up on our website on Facebook. They come out and they want to talk all this shit about why our views are wrong, or why they don't believe in them, and yet none of them will come and
So
do it
far,
live
nothing
on
on
the
the
show.
live
Yeah,
stream.
nothing live. So I mean, it is what it is. We all got our own lives, and like that's the thing.
Just like,
Maybe
come
it's
at me,
just-
bro.
Yeah, it's just not. Yeah, I guess Monday night at 5:00 is just bad for everyone apparently.
It's bad for all the statists.
State is gonna state.
That is what it is. I mean, it's probably for the better. I mean, I wish we could have a debate like this in real time,
Totally. That's dude.
but I don't know. Everyone wants to make sure that their responses are perfectly thought out and written out before they send them.
Yeah,
So-
sure they do.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people just have knee-jerk reactions when you don't have their same beliefs. You know, they don't. I mean, like, I'd rather come at someone with facts and logic than emotional response.
Well, the biggest issue that I have when I'm talking to people about this is I've had just in the last week, I've had like 2 nights where complete strangers would hear me talking about something to somebody, to one of our friends, and they come in and they butt in and they want to talk about that. Well, we need this for that. We need this for that. And I'm like, you don't, though. What you don't understand is that, like, the free market could ultimately control all of this. And, well, what about this? What about that? And it's like, well, you're always going to have speculation. And I'm not saying that your way doesn't work. I'm just saying that I don't like your way, and I think we should do something different.
Johnny will be back momentarily. The freedom pup is barking,
I heard that shit.
so there might be some shit going on.
Or the non-statists that work for the state. Yeah, that's what you want to call them, right? Non-statists, even though they're like firemen and police officers and stuff. And like, well, I don't believe in socialism. And you're like, well, then how the fuck do you get a paycheck, dipshit? Like,
I can't fault some of them because it's a good paycheck they get. and a
oh
lot of-
no, dude, and that's the thing. Like, you should be allowed to live in a society where you can work for the state if you want to. I'm just saying that, like, why don't we take all the money that I'm giving to whatever goes to my city, which is going to be law enforcement, fire, EMS. Why don't we take all of that I'm giving out and give me the option
Right.
to pick one of the 3 or all 3? If it's voluntary, I don't have a problem with it. There are a lot of things. I've said this on our last fucking show. There are a lot of things that I would opt in to pay for if I were given the choice. The thing is that
True.
I'm not given the choice, and that's what I have a problem with. People just don't seem to understand that. I had a
Yeah.
conversation with a friend over the weekend. She was watching earlier. She said that her father was talking with her, and said he's a retired union guy, so already like collectivist, and he was saying that like taxation is freedom.
What
Yeah,
the fuck?
because it,
Wow.
well, and it's because
How?
like they're so this is the justification that I got, and this is not the view of my friend who is telling me this. Is just what
yeah.
she had extrapolated, right? Because we pay taxes, we then have things like roads. All right, so there's just one. So we have the freedom then to drive on those roads wherever we may want to go. We pay. It was this weird like
Status twisted logic.
like mental jujitsu thing that you have to do.
Mental gymnastics to
Yeah.
fucking make it work in their head to justify it.
In a weird way. But you're still forced to pay for it.
Right.
Well, yeah. So no.
That's ultimately what I came down to. I said it's not freedom if you are making me pay for it. And she's like, well, they're not making you pay for it. And I said, they are.
Bullshit.
If I don't pay taxes, then the police come to my house, they take me, they put me in a cage. Well, how often does that happen? I'm like, probably not very often, but that's what the law says should happen, and I have a problem with laws to begin with. So
Right.
it's like it was this whole, it just kind of snowballed into this big thing.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I mean, it's
And if you don't pay your taxes, the men with guns come eventually.
Al Capone,
Yeah.
man.
So there's no freedom with that, right? At all. Like, how is there freedom with your shit being stolen from you to pay for other people's shit?
and you're not allowed to opt out of it.
Nope.
It's kind of funny, like the mafia would go to jail for extortion, but the government can do it. It's okay.
Well, they are a mafia.
Double standard.
Absolutely, Bo. You win the prize.
It's a do as I say, not as I do. Kind
Oh
of a
yeah,
thing.
totally.
Yeah, I mean, freedom is not necessarily a clean, pretty place, especially in the get-go of things, right? When the next level of things, like when you start retracting government and rules and laws, yeah, it might be messy here and there, right? But then that's what always ends up happening and fucking up everything is that then the fucking people cry to the government because they don't want to have the free market take its time to like even out things.
They want
You know
the
what I mean?
government to do it.
Yeah. They don't want it to like the free market to actually be like so like evolution is like that whole free market kind of style of a thing, but they just want to be like creationists where it's just like boom, just like make it so. And so they feel like that's the fastest way to do it by having men with guns force you to do shit.
Because they're all such a collectivist mentality.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's what everyone's being brainwashed upon. It's like even with like all the superhero movies and the action movies, it's always about fucking like the collective altruism, like the whole like greater good, sacrificing yourself for everyone else, that kind of thing. So that's what they're always pushing when it comes to any kind of action movie or anything you're watching, even the best ones. It's always about like that kind of sacrifice for the greater good.
So we got a little bit going on here in the chat.
right.
Corey says most of the time it takes they take your money. It takes a lot for you to go to jail. Most of the time it's just collection action by the state, and they're good at getting money. Aaron even comes in and says if you don't pay taxes, the IRS will take your paychecks. Also very true. We got we got a new guy in here, Nightmare PB. This is a dude that I subscribe to on YouTube. He makes paintball videos, some pretty awesome paintball videos actually. He's
Well,
cool.
Thank you for joining us, sir.
Yeah, thanks a lot for being here, man. How's your channel doing, bud? You were booming last time I checked that out. He does MagFed videos primarily, if I remember correctly. So he's into the more tactical division of the paintball community,
That's
whereas
pretty
like
cool.
most like professional paintball is like speedball and airball and stuff
That's
like
really
that.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, he does all the MagFed stuff. Yeah,
Amazing.
shout out to Nightmare PB. Thanks, man. Yeah, drop us that sub, bro. Hook it up.
Shameless plug.
Well, we'll get. Oh, we never got to do our test. That's when the power went off too.
Oh yeah,
Or
actually,
not the power, but the
yeah,
router.
if he's I mean, I don't imagine maybe he subscribed a long time ago. Because how would he be watching this?
Tis true.
Because we're technically shadow banned.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's got me on Facebook and stuff too. Maybe he saw me post it.
sub.
Yeah, buddy. Sweet. That's awesome.
Yeah, if it was a new one, it would.
Oh,
Just,
he just said
should
he
pop.
subbed.
Should pop up.
Nice. Thank you, sir.
Well, okay, so that's delayed the chat, I
Right.
think. Or no, I don't know. Maybe it'll still come up. We'll see. Give it 20 more seconds to see if it actually like kicks through and
Because we're
plays
supposed
something.
to have Batman pop up.
Batman should pop up, but the thing is that I
Batman?
still don't know if it's if the
we were gonna check it, right? That's right when it
yeah,
crashed.
that was what I was gonna do.
Oh yeah.
That's when our last live stream crashed.
Yeah, let's try that out.
Yeah, because when you subscribe, Batman's supposed to pop up.
Batman.
Yeah, Nightmare, we're using OBS. So I've got the Stream Elements overlay up.
Right.
I may have to get at you later to sort of maybe you can help me figure that out if you want to. But we're using Stream Elements overlay in conjunction with YouTube, and I have some confusion as to what YouTube considers a subscriber action versus a follower action because they're different on Twitch. So I don't know how well it's going to
I
correlate.
thought we had it on both though, just because we were like, I don't know.
I thought I did. I don't know. I'm just gonna throw up and just throw it up rather. and
Demo
just
it?
Test. Yeah, we'll just throw one up here real quick. Let's go to our dashboard. Let's
Yeah,
just
we
see
were
what this
literally
does.
doing this last time, and it just the whole thing.
That's when the
crashed.
internet shut
Is
off.
there any connection?
I hope not. I mean, logically, no, but
Jamie once again crashes the network.
yeah. Well, computers don't make sense oftentimes. All right, so let's go into the.
It's
overlay
funny too because we
editor.
had that whole live stream that was just like figuring that shit out.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the problem with like it being so far and few between is like it takes me a while to figure it out.
Experimentation.
Okay, so let's try. We'll emulate a follower event. See what that does. Turn music off on this one.
Yeah, I hear Rucker barking in the background.
Emulate
so
follower
what
event.
was the Freedom Pup barking about?
Mhm.
Oh, it didn't do anything. Okay, so let's do emulate subscriber event. Let's see what that does.
Oh, that is
See?
badass. I like that.
Okay. So I mean,
and
what
then
is
do
it
the donation one.
okay, so that would be emulate a tip event.
So those are the two that we had.
Yeah, so this is what happens when somebody donates.
Oh, hello.
So yeah, so now you see what we did a whole live stream just trying to figure that shit
That
out.
is pretty badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, my thing is like, so what we consider to be a subscriber event obviously didn't trigger the
Yeah,
overlay, so
yeah.
there's a disconnect.
unless he was already Nightmare.
Oh,
Were you
oh,
already
maybe-
subscribed? He
oh,
probably
that
was.
is-
He might have been already. What's that?
Yeah, you know, you're right. I was thinking the same thing. Maybe he was already like subbed.
All right, Nightmare. Hey, thanks again, man. Good seeing you. Yeah, please stop by anytime you want. You want to get your daily dose of freedom. Check out the channel. Thanks for popping in. Really appreciate it. He's off. He's got to go edit his videos. He's
No, right on.
some of his stuff's pretty heavily edited, and he
Yeah.
does narrations, and it's pretty good.
That's cool. Right on. Yeah, we don't do too much of the editing except for occasionally.
Yeah,
Yeah, the last podcast.
You do a fuck ton of editing. Are you kidding me?
Well, yeah. I mean, the last podcast we did was with Aaron and Bo, and then we got done at what was it like 10?
Like
9:30, 10?
9, yeah, around
And
there.
then I took a short food break, and then I was editing until 4 in the morning.
Yeah, that's what you told me. I believe. Yeah.
So
Pulled-
he
pulled
wanted
on
to check out this Streamlabs OBS. So this is like this is like a whole.
A different way to do it.
Oh my God! Is this an actual? Dude, it's like a replacement for this. That's like
Oh,
for
okay.
streaming.
What?
Look at this. It's got the chat already on the screen and
What?
everything.
See, that would be awesome if we had the chat on the screen.
So we might have to fuck around with that, huh?
Yep, we're gonna have to, I'm gonna just download it right now and we'll fuck around with it later.
Internet goes down again.
Yep.
Fucking Jamie.
Broke it.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be a
that's
lot
awesome,
easier if
dude.
we had the chat on the main screen, so I'm not like
Yeah.
look like I'm peeking over at someone's like phone, reading their texts and shit over here.
Cool.
Alrighty. So, anyways, we wanted to talk about backpacks a little bit. Or Jamie did.
Yeah, I like to talk about a piece of gear at least once every live stream. And you just got a new one, so I was gonna show mine first, then we'll have you show your badass one. This is my like it's my go bag. It's like it's my everyday bag is what it is. This isn't the bag that like you have packed up ready to go when shit hits a fan. This is like just the one that I would take with me. It's got various things
I'm
in
gonna
it.
grab my stuff.
Yeah, you got it.
Which one is it? This one next to me?
No, it's over here on this side.
Oh, you got yours over
yeah,
there, Jamie?
mine's over here.
Okay. Oh, I see where Johnny's is.
So I have it. It's empty right now, but I have it stuffed up with foam, so you can kind of see how big it gets. This is one of those ones that like you see this all the time. This is definitely the exact backpack that pops up on your internet feed. It usually comes around from like
$29.99.
yeah, it's usually
type thing.
$25, $30. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's not very expensive. It's a
I've even
Chinese
seen it for
bag.
$20.
It is a Condor replica bag, or at least Condor private labeled these for themselves.
Condor, Voodoo, they both made those.
Yeah,
I've
so
owned one of each before in the past.
I EDC'd this for probably 3 years, and I did get a little wear on it. Like you can see, it still has this tie down strap over here on this side, so you can like tighten this in to cinch up the load there to keep everything nice and tight. It did break off on one side. My loop did, so I only have one tie down strap, but the bottom tie downs are still good. The top tie down that has a cincher on it is still good. All the zippers are still good. Everything works on it fine. It's got a nice padded back here, and it does actually have a place in there for a camelback, so you could put a bladder in there if you wanted to.
That's cool.
Cheap bag. It'll hold everything you need for probably an evening. Plus, probably a pistol or a backpack gun, some ammo. It would probably get you away for a night. You probably put two MREs in here, maybe one MRE.
In my experience, those things are just my experience. They're not comfortable to wear for a long distance for like hiking out of a place. What I used mine in the past for is actually just storing gear in my car kind of thing, and then had a good other backpack that I'd wear. For me, that's like the way I treated that bag.
Yeah.
But it was like my first bag that I got was just like that one.
Right. Okay. Yeah, and I mean, that is kind of exactly what it is. It's not a luxury bag, right? I mean, this is the bag that I just one-shouldered in on my way to work, dropped it down next to my desk.
It would work perfect for that.
That's all it was for. Just to take my shit to and from work, and always carry a couple of blades in there. Had a fire starter, had some Zippo fluid, had a small fishing kit, a survival kit, just shit that I would never need at work. But like if I had to go somewhere from work, throw that in the trunk, and you've got a one-night stay. You put an emergency.
He's in the
sleeping
back
bag in
koi
there.
pond, like fucking snagging fish.
Snagging koi, just grilling them up. I found this portable grill online
Tasty
today.
as a motherfucker.
The grill rolls up like this big, and it folds out. It's got a stainless steel frame and a grill that rolls out, and it's all this wire and stainless steel shit.
I've seen those.
Dude, I looked at it. I'm like, that looks cheap as fuck. I'm like, I bet that's $20. Walked onto their website, $129.
Fuck that.
God damn.
Yeah.
No. So the other one that is like that is this is the Camelback Hog, and so this is like basically kind of the same size, slightly bigger. This guy is awesome. I've worn this one a lot, and I use this one a lot. You got plenty of space in this thing.
Did somebody call your backpack a man purse, Jamie?
Yeah, Valerie said it's my man purse, but it looks cool. Yeah, you missed our boy Nightmare PB. His name is Brian. I just couldn't think of it at the time, and I wasn't sure if that was him or not, but I am now.
Yeah, because you're using the code names.
Yeah.
So, so you have a big storage space in here, and then you have a whole nother compartment in front of that, and then that's got all your, like, little dividers, like, for your pens, all that shit. It's got one of these lanyards that no one really uses. I usually hook up one of those, like, sporks.
Spork.
Like, like a camping one.
I put my keys in there before.
It's got a little radio pouch thing. You can put your radio in there, and then you got another little pocket up front, and then you got all your Molly on the front. And I love that, or Pal's webbing, if you will. And I like all these little carabiners, these light ones, because you can hook your, like, flippy floppies. You can hook your hat, whatever, on there.
Hook your gloves to it.
Absolutely, your ear pro when you're out shooting. So this one's a lot more though. This one you're looking at, I think you can get them around 150 to 170. So, but you can get, if you don't care about multicam and you want to go for like black or green, you can sometimes get, or tan, you can get them a lot cheaper. So a lot of times the multicam is going to be a little bit more. But yeah, this is a great backpack. It's vented, and they all come with, these ones actually come with the bladder.
Well, because it's a Camelback.
And you got a fucking 3-liter. So most of the other ones are 2. And then this is this is important too. This is all mil spec, so basically a soldier could use this right away. So
That's legit.
yeah. Anyways, I want to show that one off first just because that's comparable to the one that he just showed you. And then there is that. So that was the Hog. And this is the Mule. So it's a smaller one. It's only got 2 compartments. Show them off real fast here. So it's got kind of the same style but smaller. This is the older generation one. And it's got 2 of these little pockets. They're just 2 little guys, like goggle type keys.
See, I have the civilian version of the Mule, and mine was a 3-liter, the Mule.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then this also has the same exact bladder in the very back. And what's cool about these is, especially if you're wearing like a plate carrier or just say you even wanted this as a little quick day bag kind of thing, like a man purse kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one to get because it's just lightweight. Now, they have one that's a little smaller, and you got to be careful because it's called the Ambush, and it looks cool, and it's the same stuff, but the difference is you don't have the padded straps. You're just going to have that thin nothing on it. So you don't want that. You want the Mule, and this one is right around the 120 mark, ish. This is like their first generation, I believe, or second. So it looks like this. And then the newest one, which I currently use as my day bag, is this. And this is the exact same backpack as the multicam one. The only difference is they extended this now. So this is still a mule. And you got the, what do they call this? The laser cut.
That's what you've been calling it. Yeah, laser cut. That's what I would call it.
Yeah.
Sure. It's like
whatever.
It's like reverse Molly.
Yeah, it's nice and streamlined looking. Other than that, I don't really give a shit. But I mean, like, it does have a little bit more storage space than that other one, like functional storage space, because they only have the one pocket. So instead of having those two little ones up top, it's just one big pocket, which is a little easier actually to get into. But yeah, once again, you got the 3-liter in there. I mean, there is a lot of shit in this fucking pack. So I got headlamp, multi-tool, radio, map of the area. Fuck, I got a koozie in there. I got radio. Radio's right here in that radio pouch. You can see the antenna right here where my finger is. This whole little bag that I stuffed in here is all radio charger kind of shit. And
Nice.
phone charger, extra battery for my phone. Then I got the only thing floating around at the bottom are basically these little fire starter tinders. These are pretty cool. Maybe we'll do a demo of these one time. And then I got some paracord at the bottom and some batteries. Got to
There
always
you
have
go.
batteries for everything. And then it's got this front little zipper pouch here. And here's one of those sporks that I can show you. I think it's lanyard in there too. Nope, it's not. Okay. So yeah, this is a little spork.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
That's actually pretty cool. It's
Yeah.
a tactical spork.
Where's my bottle? So you can
So what is that holes for? What do they do? They're
These are for like, bolts or whatever the fuck. I mean,
Oh,
who
so it's
cares?
like-
Yeah. But it's got so you got your spork, and you got a bottle opener on there on this bottom side here.
Oh,
And then you got a little flat like
like
pry bar
flathead,
type
yeah.
thing or screwdriver or
that's
whatever.
pretty cool actually.
That's pretty cool. And that other thing that was hanging off there's just a little cheap sharpener. And then I got gloves. So I always pack a few things in
Don't
all
forget
my
to put your
backpacks.
headlight back in there.
That's right.
Corey wants to know if you got that on Wish. That spork.
That no.
That's a cricket,
No,
isn't
Amazon. I get everything on Amazon. Yeah, so I always have my. Remember we did the gloves.
Yep.
So I always have my gloves, a face shield, sunglass case, a beanie, and then I got in the back a shemagh. So
Nice.
if it's ever cold, you got the you got the
essentials.
layers.
Yep.
But that's a lot of shit in one little fucking pack, dude.
Hell yeah.
So
That's what I had in this one. I had a couple of face shields, had my beanie for sure. I usually had a schmog stuffed in down on the bottom, and then I had my fire starters. So I had some batteries. I emptied it all out because I was gonna run it through the washer. I just haven't done it yet because I'm fucking piece of
yeah,
shit.
but those are all like our day bag type things, like or get home bag or whatever, right? So those are all going to be more like lighter weight, faster, all that kind of stuff, size wise, kind of that scale. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then I got a bigger pack for like actual like battle gear kind of shit, like
Mhm.
big ass motherfucker. So yeah, I mean, you just got to have the right pack for the job. So, I mean, I like having kind of my day bag, and then I like having my bug out, whatever shit hits the fan bag,
Yeah.
and then kind of like having one lightweight bag too that I can just, if I wanted to be at the range, I could just have water in it. You know what I mean? Like I
Sure,
don't have
yeah.
to,
It's
carry
more
a
of
bunch of shit.
more of a rig than it is a bag. Just a
Right.
lightweight, minimalist
It's a water
rig.
rig. So yeah, but it's pretty cool. But yeah, I love I don't know. I love the Camelbacks. Ever since I got my first one, I was like, because I had Voodoo Tactical, I had 2 different bags from them. I had Condor, and then I've seen my friends like 511s and other brands, and I'm just like, not feeling it. And then I bought my first Camelback. One was a gift, and then I bought 3 others.
I mean, a lot
So I
of
love
equipment is it's
They're
preference.
expensive.
A lot of it's preference,
Yeah. But I always, with me, I try to get whatever my rigs are, chest rigs or carriers or backpacks. I try to do expensive, like good quality shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And then for pouches and things, I'm hit and miss. I'll sometimes have Condor stuff, like cheaper stuff, or sometimes I'll have like good shit, like the fucking taco pouches or something. I'll just mix them in like whatever I think I need. Like I can't justify buying like a high end radio pouch or something.
No.
Like fuck that.
I mean, if it works, it works, right? I mean,
Yeah, we're going to do radios next, Jamie, because that's one that I get asked all the time. What's the radio you guys use?
Okay.
So we got to do that one, and I got to bring out like all my cables and shit.
That'd be cool. I'd be up for that.
Taco.
Damn tacos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can't go wrong because Taco Bell. So
Exactly.
I like real tacos better.
those are real tacos. America's #1 fast food restaurant. Mexican.
That's not real tacos.
You know what? Don't get. You can just climb off your high horse
Yeah,
there,
you can
bud.
get the fuck out of here. Is what you can do.
We know they're not real tacos. We just know that they're also, rated America's #1 Mexican.
Right.
food. So
That's pretty fucking
Dude,
sad.
do you know how many dick down tacos you can handle? You just fucking. You just start. Yeah. I think 13 was my record.
Corey's like, now I want a taco.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Of course, I like all kinds of tacos.
Like taco,
Like fish
taco.
tacos, Taco Bell tacos.
Food truck tacos are the best.
Sure, all of them are
Food
the
truck
best.
taco.
I like
well,
all
there's
of them.
that. There's that place downtown that is a truck. Well, it's not. It's more like a stand. Oh, they got that orange sauce down there.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Can't get
Off of
it.
Monterey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Cash only. You walk out there. They're
Yep.
open until 3 a.m. So when you come stumbling your ass out of the bars downtown, you walk right over there, get in line. But you better know how to speak Spanish because they don't speak English over there.
I mean, just think about how far food trucks have actually come. You know, like they
I
used
never
to
have
be
a problem. I just go, can I get some tacos, por favor?
Por
And then they
favor?
just hook me up.
And there's like
Poor
here's
favor.
tacos.
They hook it up. No complaint.
Tacos de asada con
De-
todos.
asada. Can I get some of that asada?
Sure. I get hooked up every time. I always get a bunch.
Shrimp tacos, dude. That's what he's saying.
Fuck yeah,
Corey.
man.
I never had a shrimp taco. I'll be down.
No.
to try.
Yeah,
down
they're
to try
good,
that.
man. Fucking bomb.
I mean, I like shrimp, so there's
There
that.
you go. Can't go
There you go.
wrong.
I like
Tacos
shrimp.
and
I like tacos.
There
You like
go, bro.
seafood? Or
I'll do like shrimp, calamari, like lobster, crab, but I'm not really like a
Fish?
person.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, at least you like some of it. Some people don't like any of it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Steven, speaking of that.
So you do the peasant version of the of seafood. So lobster was originally like a poor people food because it's a bottom dweller.
Really?
Yep. All those like crustaceans. They're like
They're eating shit.
they're the bugs of the ocean. So people were like, ugh.
Well, what about calamari? Is that like
I don't know. I don't know if that's considered a
I don't
delicacy
know.
or what.
I don't know.
But I'll dick down some calamari.
Some
for
squid.
Sure. Yeah.
fried
hell yeah.
calamari is bomb?
Yeah. I don't know. Octopus, whatever.
He said a shrimp quesadilla even.
What?
That sounds fucking bomb.
Never heard of that. That's actually.
Little
Come
shrimp
on
and
now.
shrimp and cheese.
Come on now. You guys are missing out.
to
We
live
need,
a little.
we need to expand our horizons.
Yeah, no, you.
Fuck you, Johnny.
What else? I don't know. I was thinking, Jamie, you tell me what you think. I'm thinking that we need to install seatbelts on these chairs. Because freedom's a bumpy ride, bro.
I don't know, Johnny.
I just think we should get strapped in and
Do we need like just
strapped
ra-
on. I mean, strapped in. And
Do we need just
Is it
lap
on or
belts, or
either
do we
way?
need like 3-point or
harness, bro?
Oh, so like a 5-point
Yeah,
harness.
this shit
on
might
bitch?
flip upside down.
Okay.
Dude. Yeah.
Okay.
Be cool if we had the camera where we could just turn it right now.
What?
Whoa! Hold her hands up. Shit. So you didn't like that idea? I thought that was a good idea.
It just sounds like you're trying to regulate me, man.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to protect you.
I just
bro.
don't like it. I just don't think
You
you,
know,
need to
but,
protect
yeah.
me. Is
No.
all.
Well,
Is
I
all I'm
mean,
getting at.
Well, if you when we flip upside down and I'm wearing a harness, and you fall
I'll have to like
when you
jump.
fall to the ceiling,
It would be optional, Jamie. You'd have the choice. Of,
yeah, I
you
didn't
know-
say mandatory.
Yeah.
Corey says his wife thought that one of us had fallen out of the chair. That's why you were suggesting the seatbelt.
That hasn't actually happened.
Not yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah.
The night is young.
Yeah.
The night is
it
young.
Could
There's
happen.
not enough beer going around today.
I mean, I've already hit myself with the microphone tonight, so
There you go. That's good.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys. That
I'm
are
all in
watching,
favor of that.
If
I
you
bet
saw
you are.
the little video that we just put out for our new WTF segment, we just kind of. I don't know. It's
We were bored and the internet was down. So
yeah, we have
so
to do something.
took a video on my cell phone. It's no big deal. Check it out. It's basically like our equivalent of what a Vine would be.
it's like a minute long, right? Like if that.
No, it's like
30 seconds.
20 seconds
Oh.
long.
So
yeah,
what,
I
what
think
would
so.
you guys think of us doing like booth videos? Like from like the real world when they're in their booth.
Booth
Just, like,
videos.
Yeah, like just one of us at a
That's
time.
some kind of porn that I never heard about.
You never heard of the booth porn?
video? No.
Oh,
booth
man.
porn.
You gotta
We're-
get that. You gotta
we're
get
I
gonna
that.
have
come
no
up-
idea what you guys are talking
We're gonna come up with some new shit, right?
about. Sure.
Start a whole new genre of porn.
I'm down.
I know what he's talking about, but I've never heard it called booth. Like they were never in a booth. They were always just in a room. They were like in a chair, like a lazy boy, and they're like being interviewed. It's-
Like the casting couch?
No, not like that at all. Not like that at all, actually. It was more of a they had already been casted chair, so
Sweet.
there was no audition.
It's like a video journal kind of thing where they're just like talking about shit that's going on. I guess.
Okay.
It'd be like it would be like a confrontation. It'd be like Tammy and Stephanie are having it out. And they're like, "Fuck you, bitch! No, fuck you!" And then like it cuts to one of them in a chair by themselves. She's like, "I fucking hate."
Yeah, it's
Stephanie.
like the confessional
just,
booth type thing.
Well, I mean, it's just a one-on-one for them to talk about that clip. You know?
Yeah.
Well, I can do one right now. Like we could like, as soon as we're done, like I'll just talk about how I don't like Bo on the show.
Well, I could say some choice words too, buddy.
Sure.
I wish I had the ability to like just cut
But-
cut it real close
Yeah.
to Johnny right now. I fucking just hate that Bo's sitting here.
Yeah.
He won't stop touching me. Like just like they have cameras that you can do that with, where it's like having multiple cameras on one, where you can like set up shots. So like I can hit a button and it would like close in right on me and be like these motherfuck, and then just back out to this.
Yeah.
Those are expensive,
Corey is
though.
over there talking about a kissing booth. I mean, I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
well, that's what what I was thinking you were talking about. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Or a photo booth, one of those two. I was
I ain't doing no kissing booth for free. Motherfuckers gotta be paying
well,
for that
I
shit.
felt like kissing booth were like
Yeah,
money.
Bo, you're gonna have to pay for
Think
it.
you're-
Let's be
Yeah.
honest. Let's be honest here, bud. I need another beer.
Yeah, that's exactly
I'll
how it's
leave-
gonna work.
I'll
out,
leave
bro.
on that light roast.
There
I'll
you
be
go.
right
Yeah,
back.
you're like, fuck you, I'm out. So what do you have to say to that, Bo?
I don't do that shit for free. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like most people don't. I thought kissing booths were actually something that you like.
You're gonna
paid-
have to pay to kiss me, is what I'm saying. I'm not paying to kiss you.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't,
Or they're gonna have to pay.
I don't think the line will be that long.
No,
just-
I don't think
yeah.
so either.
Yeah.
Yeah, is this a fundraiser or a fun loser? I can't.
I
can't
don't
tell what
know.
it's gonna be yet.
Yeah. Take my
Hey,
money.
well, you know, it'll be a win-win if they pay us not to kiss.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd be paying for
So
you
it's
to.
it's a rape booth. I don't like this at all.
I was gonna pay for you to just pack up that booth and get the fuck out of here.
Okay, get it right. It's more like a rape tent.
We're like, all right,
That's a whole nother story.
$500, $500, and I'll get the fuck out of here. Let's do it.
Johnny knows about the rape tent.
Yeah, it's a little inside fucking story. There was no raping going on though.
No, there was not.
Yeah, to be clear,
But that's what we called
Yeah.
it. Because
Disclaimer.
it was a bunch of guys and it was creepy. So yeah.
Yeah.
It was one of those after-hour things where you go, I'll just give them the basic story. Basically, we were hanging out after the bars closed, and we went to this guy's house, and he had a tent that was all set up with, like, a couch and, like, a coffee table, all this
oh, okay,
shit.
it's not like a camping tent. It's like a fucking
yeah,
big pop-up tent. or
Yeah,
something.
it
Okay.
was weird, dude, and we were just like, feel like we're in the rape tent. like, and
Yeah,
and then we
no.
all bounced out of there. It
I
was just
would've-
weird.
I don't think I would have even gone in the tent.
So the moral of the story is don't go home with dudes you don't know.
Yeah. Especially if
Yeah.
they have a rape tent.
It sounded good at 2 a.m. when he said he had more beer at his house, but then
Oh.
when you went into that's how it became the rape tent.
Was his house the tent?
No, it was in the backyard.
Okay,
The rape layer?
he's just one of.
It
one of
was
those
weird,
guys.
bro.
It was his dungeon,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, you had to stay on yellow all the time and watch your six.
Watch out for the contact rear.
Yeah. Yep, I agree.
That's brutal.
Yeah. So that was an ongoing joke for a long time.
See, fuck you guys. Someone said they'd pay me.
50 cents.
50 cents.
Hey, that's still 50 cents.
I think he just felt bad for you
Why you gotta burst my bubble?
because it's a big bubble to burst.
Fucking rain on my parade, bro.
Sure.
We
I don't
should
know.
we should have a booth or something like that. That'd be somewhere.
For what?
I don't know, man.
Freedom.
Put it up
Freedom
at the
booth.
Garlic Festival and just have a freedom booth.
Freedom booth.
That'd be awesome.
It would just be like, come here to argue, because that's all it's ever. That's all it's gonna be. You're either gonna agree with us or you're just
pay
gonna
us
argue.
to call you a fucking status.
Status
Yep.
motherfucker. I'll do that for free though, but yeah.
That's true. I mean, it's
I-
better to get paid for it, but
I bet
know.
you can't hit me with a bar of gold. And I'll just have that as my booth. Just stand there with a hockey mask on, covering my balls, and then people who just regularly carry bars of gold will throw them at me. That's my get rich quick scheme.
Yeah, you'll
That-
be
that's-
raking in the money.
Yeah. totally.
just rolling in it by the end of the day.
I mean, that's assuming the Fed hasn't taken all of our gold, so you know.
He says Hangover was a pretty funny movie, and they got the tape drug.
What?
I don't know what that is.
drug?
Tape
I
drug.
have no clue.
On Hangover?
Hangover was fucking hilarious. I've
Oh,
seen it
yeah,
a
it
couple
was.
times, but I don't know. I don't know what the tape drug.
What is it?
Oh, do you mean rape drug?
Rape?
Oh, that's probably what it was. Yeah,
The-
yeah.
Autocorrect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
The roofinol, roofies.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why they call them roofies. You're more likely to end up on the floor than you were the
Yep.
roof.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it was.
There's more than a few people we've seen at some of the bars that I think would use that shit.
Well, I've ran across that nonsense in
Oh,
the
yes, we
fucking
have.
bars. Yeah.
Oh, yes,
Fucking
we have.
assholes.
I've seen it one time at the place that I normally go to where the girl is sitting at the bar, and then like I don't know, 2 minutes later she's like straight slumped over the bar and like she slides off the chair. I'm like,
All bad.
what the fuck just happened? You know?
Right,
And
that
everyone's
ain't
like,
cool.
dude, did somebody fucking who's with this broad?
Yeah. You gotta be you gotta always be on yellow, and then you gotta always have some trusted friends with you. So if that does happen to you,
You got your back.
you have someone to watch you, dude.
I-
And if they're not good, trustworthy friends, they might just leave your ass there, dude. Then you're
It's
fucking.
just true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had when I was younger, I was dating a girl who was older than me. She was 21. I was 20. I was 19 at the time, I think. But some other people that we worked with were 21. It was two of my other male friends took her out to a club or something like that, and they were into the clubbing. So they went up there, and I had to be home, and I couldn't go out. I wasn't old enough, and she got roofied up there. She got drugged, and then my boys like got her out of there and got her home safe and everything, took care of it. And it was just like, if they weren't there, like, dude, if she had gone by
yeah.
herself, or she had gone with some of her girlfriends, like, I don't know if they'd have been able to get. Not saying that women are incapable of that type of shit, but it's like, fuck, man, like this is now you have to carry your friend out of there. It's like shit. Dead weight is heavy,
Oh yes.
like really heavy.
Yeah. Well, I have a bunch of different stories about that I've been around or been affected by in my life, and it's all bad. And you could say whatever you want, but you always need to have multiple friends around you. And it would be always good to have one sober person with you at all times, because that person needs to drive your ass out of there and all that. Because
Yep.
if everyone's drinking, then you got to leave. It's like, how the fuck do you get out of there? Unless you're Ubering it,
Yeah.
But I mean,
You still gotta wait for the Uber though.
yep. So sketch, dude.
Moral of the story is have people to watch your back when you're going out. They're creepy motherfuckers out there.
Well, even as dudes, like usually most of the time it's 2 to 5 or 6 guys that hang out. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not really a big problem that way. But
Yeah,
like,
no,
when you just go out by yourself or you have just 2 people together, even that's sketch, dude.
oh yeah.
Like,
We've had
we've had a
instances
lot of
where
me and you have had a lot of
Yeah.
times where it's just us 2 there, and we're like,
Yeah.
oh fuck.
these motherfuckers
Yep.
up in here.
Corey just said he would never drug anybody, but he'd take it himself just once, walk around with a GoPro on, just see what happened. For science, Corey. That'd be for
Sure,
science.
bro. Absolutely.
That would actually make for a
He
pretty
did
good
bring up-
segment. We could go out to a bar with like GoPros on us,
Oh,
Or,
God.
like,
we
hidden
talked
ca-
about that before.
Yeah.
hidden cameras, just to,
He just said that Uber doesn't want to take drunk people in their cars now, which is I've heard about that. I was gonna pull that up probably for the next show, but
That's like half their
Um,
business.
I don't blame them.
Yeah.
no.
what that was the whole point. The whole point was alternative to a taxi cab service, which you were either like, let's face it, horribly unemployed, or you need a ride home from the bar. Like, there's 2 fucking reasons why you need,
Yeah.
And I'd say it's like 90% drunk people, 10% unemployed people.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, that's the only time I ever take
Yeah,
a cab
I mean,
is when I'm going
every
to
time
a bar.
I've Ubered has been going to a bar or coming back from a bar. That's it.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time.
Which is smart and responsible. So it probably just comes down to the driver too. You know what I mean? Like if they're thinking
Yes.
you're too fucked up to go somewhere, and you
They
don't
see
want
that.
puke
They
in
see
their
that
car.
pickup destination's a bar. They're like, "Fuck you."
Yeah. I don't know. In our area, I feel like that's all that anyone's going to be going back and forth in the evening time, anyways.
No, that
Like,
is true.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean, in the day it's different, but like
Yeah.
nighttime-
You gotta just convert your car. You just have to have an Uber car. You just have to
Yeah.
have it like it looks like the backseat of a police car.
It's got the
where you
gauge.
just hose
You
it
can just
down.
hose it
Yeah,
out,
you just
yeah.
hose it out, dude.
rubber floor, rubber everything, all
Yeah.
Line-X'd everywhere.
Just
Fuck
go
yeah.
buy a bunch of plastic sheeting at Home Depot. Lay that bitch out in the back seat.
Do you have duct tape in your trunk and rope and a shovel? I feel like
No, I
you
don't.
might.
No, I don't.
No?
Do you?
No, I'm just asking because you're talking about the plastic sheeting. It kind of
Jamie's car looks more like a serial killer car than mine does.
yeah, that is kind of true.
My car, this one.
Looks a little
Yeah.
bit more
Well,
serial.
it's because
killer.
it's like it looks like
It's a little hoopty.
it looks like a poor man's car.
It's a little hoopty.
Yeah, serial killers are rarely the guys who got it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're usually some deprived.
In
piece
the
of
movies,
shit.
they a lot of times are, but
They
in
can
real
be.
life, I
They
feel
can
like
be.
they're not really that well off.
Well, I'm not very well off. So
So maybe you are.
Dun dun dun.
the odds of there being 3 of us in the same room is very unlikely. I just don't.
You never know.
You never know. Yeah, he keeps poor company. Val says they have a cleaning fee if you puke in their car.
Oh, okay, see that
Oh,
that makes
okay,
sense.
Okay, yeah.
$200? For $200, you puke in my car right now. Like
Yeah, for
fucking
real.
please. I'm gonna puke in my car and be like, hey, somebody, these fuckers puked in my car.
Pay me now. That's awesome.
I feel like
bro.
the plastic sheeting thing will come into play right there because you're like, fuck it, they puked in my car, just pick that shit up, throw it away, still get
there
$200.
is the plastic
Dude.
sheeting again.
I'm just saying, like, if someone leaves my car, I'd be like, hey, what were they drinking all night? Daiquiris? Got it. And just go get a daiquiri made. All over the back seat of my car. I'm like,
Nasty.
it was the straw. I mean, it was daiquiris, man. He said he was drinking daiquiris. What do you want me to do? You think I puked in my own car? Come on.
Yeah, how stupid do you think I am?
But I wonder if they
Ridiculous.
like require you to get like a
Ridiculous.
receipt of actually having it cleaned, or they just give you $200.
Well, I don't know. Oh, you know what, though? Actually, I can see that being that absorbent because that's technically a biohazardous waste situation.
Yeah,
So, like, you're cleaning up human waste, and so that's hazard pay, I think.
true.
That's hilarious, Corey.
Good luck with that,
nice,
Corey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't,
honestly,
think, I
yeah,
don't think it works
good-
that way.
Yeah,
Yeah, good luck.
That's awesome, though.
but I like that you're spearheading it for all of us.
Yeah,
I really
right.
do appreciate it.
Yeah,
Question is, your couch comfortable?
I would imagine so.
I'd hope so.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you're a married man, you got a comfy couch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, Corey, are those motherfuckers still blasting music next door? Like
oh
recently?
yeah, I forgot about that.
I was kind of curious. I was going to ask him.
Do a couple of desk pops, they'd stop pretty quick. I'm pretty sure.
Did a few desk pops on the 4th.
Oh, more. Yeah, yeah, we did.
Maybe.
That's pretty awesome.
No, it was fun.
But I was out in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah,
not in the city.
we were. Yeah,
Come on now.
We're on BLM land.
Okay.
So I don't want to end that night.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Oh, weekends. Hey, at least they're keeping it. At least they're
it's
keeping it to the
not
weekends.
horrible, but yeah, still not cool. You know.
yeah.
You gotta like work something out. I'd be like, man, look, you can play your music as loud as you want, whenever you want, but anytime it goes past 10 o'clock, you owe me an 18-pack.
Right.
So just bring me
Negotiate.
an 18-pack and then just rock and roll. I can get hammered,
And the beer of your choice.
and you can fucking you can do whatever.
yeah.
Just
So-
bribe them, dude. Just work out something where you get something and they get to play music. She puked in my car. So happy she hit everything but her shoes.
Wow.
I mean,
yeah.
were they expensive shoes? Because
Yeah, I mean-
I've had some expensive shoes, I'd be like pretty happy about that
Yeah.
too.
I try never. Actually, that's kind of funny because like even though I wear Converse all the time, like I always try to avoid my shoes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's
kinda like a-
first of all, Converse are not a cheap shoe either.
Well, no, but I mean, I just try to miss my shoes, like even when I don't wear those.
I
like,
try to miss my shoes when I'm wearing my socks. Like I don't give. I don't
I
give
try
a
not
fuck,
to
you
puke
know? I'm
on
like,
myself.
yeah.
yes.
I try to keep it
yeah.
off of me mostly. Doesn't always work out like that.
No,
in my
especially
favor.
when you wake up the next day and you got a little puke on your shirt and you're like, "Yeah, I didn't get any puke on me," and then you go look in the mirror and you're like, "Yeah, okay." So
Yeah.
there's that there, and then
you're like neat.
yeah,
Ugh.
totally need a shower. It's happened to the
Ah,
best of us. Come on.
Yep, it is what it is, though.
It is what it is. Yeah, I haven't
has
puked in a
happened to
while,
best
so
of us.
that's a good thing. That's a good
Yeah,
thing.
Valerie makes a good point there. Actually, shoes are a pain in the butt to clean. You can't just put them in the washer. Okay.
You can
yeah.
read that from over there.
Yeah, some of them,
Yeah, I actually have
your
pretty good eyesight.
Eyes are fucking
like
better
your
than mine.
Converse, you can, but yeah, a lot of shoes you can't do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Especially those pleather shoes from Target. You just,
yeah. Next, she's like borderline alcohol poisoning. This is ones where you're like, okay, don't go to sleep, sweetie, or do like one of the two. Like just try not to. Was it
Damn, Jamie got called out.
Oh, Jamie got called
Oh
out.
yeah, yeah. It is what it
It
is.
is what it is.
Thanks, Valerie. Appreciate that. I love it.
Yes, that was
I
awesome.
love how I don't even get to tell the
Yeah.
story on my own terms.
Right. No,
I
because
know.
your terms are wrong.
No.
I mean, I'm sure this is more than one story, though, right?
Yeah. I was like,
Well,
which one?
I can think of multiple times that it's happened where like I'll put on my sweatshirt and I'm just like,
Fuck.
what? It's like all up one arm. I'm like, that was son of a pamper. Like, okay, that's son of a
That
bitch.
sucks. You're welcome.
Doesn't even care.
0 fucks. That was awesome. All right. So what else? You guys got anything you guys want to talk about? I haven't really thought.
Not really. I mean, we did the gear that we
Mhm.
wanted to do. How long has this been going? How long we
A
been
little
live?
bit. A little bit now. It was 7 something when we started. So
What does it say down here?
It
Was
says 49, 35. Yeah, 49
Oh,
minutes,
yeah.
about 50 minutes.
yeah.
so about an hour.
Yeah.
Corey says I peeked in the kitchen the first time I took edibles. That was a rookie.
Damn.
Nice.
How many edibles did you take?
Nice.
Sometimes it doesn't matter, right? Like, 'cause it depends on what size you're eating and all that.
Well, I had a friend tell me that, like, her parents, like, they smoke with her too, but they took, like, a shit ton of edibles, not realizing what they would do. And, yeah, it was like, all bad.
Yeah, you gotta. I don't know if either of you ever taken edibles
I have.
before, but yeah, they're a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
Like
I
at least
took-
with smoking, you could smoke it and you're like, okay, I don't feel anything immediately, but still you want to be like, wait 10 minutes. You know,
Yeah, no.
with an edible,
Oh,
it's like
no.
I don't feel anything. Okay, wait 45 minutes, and then
And then
right,
it
everyone
kicks in.
always hits that 20-minute mark and like, I don't feel it. I don't
I'm
feel it,
gonna
man.
take another one.
They just start fucking gutting them, and it's like, then you hit that 45-minute from the first one, and they're like, oh no, like
Yeah.
all bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did my first edible this
sinking,
year.
I'm sinking into the couch. My heart is beating very fast. And how long have I been not talking to all these people? Like, and you're just sitting around staring. Yeah, it's
It's an experience.
an experience.
Like, I took my first edible this year. It was like one of the gummies. It was on New Year's Eve, and I'm like, I was almost at the hour mark, and I'm like, well, I'm not feeling shit. I might take another one. Right after I said that, maybe like 5-10 minutes, it hit, and I was like, okay. Good thing I did not do that.
Yeah, Corey, that's funny. She's like at the 40 milligram, and about 30 minutes later, we 30 minutes went and ate 10 times that amount.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, fuck, dude.
Yeah, I don't do the marijuana. I'm not a hippie, so
That's right. The old electric lettuce.
I just do the alcohol.
Reefer madness.
Yeah.
Ganja. Dude, I don't know. I actually just got myself a THC pen
Ooh, those are...
just because like I don't know,
So
man.
every time you write with it, is it written with pot ink?
Yeah, no, it's just green.
That's
all it
fucking
is.
cool,
yeah,
dude.
It's
It's
just
a green.
green.
It's a green pen.
That's
It's
fucking
UV
super
reactive
neato.
too, so you turn on
Yeah.
the black light, it lights up green. It's pretty.
I think
it's
that's
pretty
cool,
sick.
dude.
It looks like it's radioactive. It might actually be. I don't know how that stuff's made.
Yeah, kryptonite.
It's probably kryptonite. Yeah. Oh, did I ever
Yeah,
tell you
yeah.
like what I thought my ultimate like weapon would be?
Kryptonite.
No. So, my ultimate weapon would be a lightsaber made with a kryptonite crystal.
Ooh.
So you could literally kill Superman with it if you wanted to.
And
Well,
Darth Vader.
Yeah, because it would give off the
Yep.
the kryptonite radiation, huh?
Yeah, because it's fucking kryptonite, right?
Yeah.
So it would cut through his steel skin, right?
Yeah.
That's actually
Yeah.
pretty fucking smart.
I always thought that it'd be green fucking lightsaber.
Good
but it's
idea.
kryptonite, dude.
Yeah.
How high were you when you came up with that?
Oh, I was probably at like a 9, an 8 or a 9.
Definitely a niner.
This is I got a freaking G. I don't know. I thought of this years ago. I just something I hold. I just keep that
Hold
one up
dear
to
to your
sleep.
heart.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Like, that was my idea. Or well, it probably is. I'm sure a lot of people have had that idea, but that I came up with.
I've
it by
never heard of it
myself.
before.
I came up with it by myself. I'm
Yeah,
claiming it. I'm
I
claiming
think
it.
you did. I'm going with that. I haven't heard that before.
No.
What's your special weapon, Bo? The power of persuasion.
Power of shit talking,
eh.
trolling.
Mm. Eh.
You gotta admit, I'm pretty good at it.
Eh.
I don't know, man. Your power.
I feel like a weapon that's like a lightsaber that has fucking kryptonite, and then I just don't feel like those are on the same. That's like a nuke and a firecracker. Like that doesn't.
Think about like what
Weapon.
would be like a cool fantasy weapon for you? Like
Okay.
if you could have one or like a modified version of one.
Okay. If you wanna do- Dagger
Yeah.
pistol.
like something like that.
Well, if you want to go the lightsaber route, I could one up you.
Halo sword.
Infinity Stone powered lightsaber.
Oh, that's pretty sick. Yeah. All right.
I
Which
think that would be
which
pretty badass.
which one?
The Power Stone.
And the Power Stone does what exactly?
Or what if you
Lots
just
of,
made the
like-
handle have all the stones around it?
Ooh. Yeah,
Ooh, see?
multi-gemmed lightsaber.
Like an Infinity Gauntlet?
Yeah, so you don't need the
hilt?
gauntlet. You just have it all around
An
the tilt.
Infinity hilted
Yeah, there you go.
lightsaber.
yeah, that would be badass.
That's fucking tight.
There you go. I think that's good.
Yeah.
Mine would just be Cable's gun from Deadpool 2.
That thing's
I
the
love that
modular
thing, yeah.
fucking gun that,
That gun's got
that
some
you can
zip.
crank up to 11 or whatever.
That thing's badass, bro.
Honestly, I like Judge Dredd's gun better.
I know it's not as powerful as your guys' stuff, but I just like that gun.
You catch me with one of those before I can fucking block any of the bullshit.
Right,
I'm
right.
done already. That
I
doesn't
do
matter.
like that shield though that like they have in Elysium too. Remember in the movie Elysium, he
I
has
don't
that
think I ever
like
saw
power
that one.
shield thing.
Oh
no,
yeah,
you would like it. It's pretty good.
I like Judge Dredd's gun though. That
Wait,
thing's badass.
Elysium.
You're like,
Matt Damon's in it.
fucking- You're like,
I
yeah,
haven't seen that one.
grenade. You
Yeah,
know?
well, RoboCop too has that kind of.
Oh,
thing too,
fucking
kinda.
RoboCop had that
yeah.
motherfucking like machine gun pistol thing.
That thing
going
was
on.
cool coming out of his leg.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Dude,
but yeah,
okay,
Dredd's gun's pretty sick.
Oh
dude.
yeah, it's like multi-purpose.
because I'm a gun nerd, I like to find out like what they're made of. The RoboCop's gun is actually a Beretta M93R. It's the one that fires the 3-round burst.
And they put all that
Oh.
crap on
Yep,
there.
that,
yeah.
it's just a compensator.
They
Big
did that with like
compensator.
Blade. I can't remember what the gun Blades was either, but they did the same thing with Blade. They like added all this shit on it to make it
Blades is actually a Mac
Sick.
11.
a Mac 11, but then they put all that
Yep,
crap
it
on
has
it.
a
so
compensator on the front.
it
so
doesn't
makes
even
look
look
a
like
pistol.
it. Yeah, if you don't look at the hand or the grip, I mean
Mhm.
the
well, where
pistol
you
grip,
where you can tell too with that one is the bolts on top.
the ass end of
The,
it. Yeah.
the charging handle. It's on the
It's
top
fucking
of it.
cool,
Yeah,
dude.
no, his is a Mac
'Cause
11.
when
I
you
remember
look
that.
at it, you're like, "What the fuck?" I did know that at one point because I looked it up before, but
Fuck yeah.
like that thing looks nuts. They did a great job.
They really did. I think it looks great. Then it's fully automatic and it's got the 30-round mag, so you can just all this big old muzzle flash that comes out all huge.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, Bo, what's your? Do you have a favorite anti-hero in
Ooh,
the comic book world or superhero world or whatever?
I mean, it's like Blade.
Mine's like yeah. See, so mine's like a tie between Punisher and Deadpool, but then I'd also say like Blade is one of those top 5 probably
Yeah.
top. Do you have any anti-heroes that you like by any chance?
So
Never asked that question
You have
before.
to. So what is your definition of an anti-hero?
So it's like Punisher or whatever. So they're kind of like a hero, but they're
But they
not.
kill people?
Yeah, exactly.
They're like-
or they were a villain and they're kind of good, but they're kind of, you know what I mean?
they're
Well,
like,
yeah,
like
they're
because Venom's even
Venom.
become
Yes,
one
yes. I was about to bring that up.
recently, but in my day, he was a villain the whole time.
So
So
it's-
I don't really count him as much.
Yeah.
So in like terms of like,
Punisher would be the greatest example, or Deadpool. They would be the best two.
Because
examples.
they're not technically heroes. Because they're not like. they're
think of,
just-
But definitely Blade is too.
Oh, yes,
yeah,
yes.
definitely is.
so think of a second like in the terms of like D&D, just so you guys help me understand
Yeah,
this. That's like anti-hero is someone that's like chaotic neutral.
Yeah,
Yeah, I go
kind
that
of.
way, yeah.
Usually they lean slightly good though, because it's still a hero, kind of a hero,
You
kind
can be chaotic good.
of, yeah.
All right.
Well, you know the Punisher. Come on now.
Yeah, Punisher, Deadpool, like they are kind of chaotic good. They
Mhm.
kind of are doing the right thing, but they're not afraid of killing people. Like,
So an anti-hero is actually defined as a main character in a story who lacks conventional heroic qualities and attributes such as idealism, courage, and morality.
Ish. Usually
Yeah.
they do have a morality though.
But it's not like a conventional.
Anyone at home
morality.
have any? Oh, Blade is, of course, is Blade. Yeah. See, that's why I said he's like he's definitely in like my top 5 for sure. 'Cause he's just
I like
badass.
them all. I'm gonna go with a newer one just for homage
Yeah,
to
go
our
for it.
boy here. I'm gonna say John Wick.
There you go.
For
Yeah.
just for now, like I don't have a
Yeah.
favorite. I'm just gonna give a shout out to John Wick because
Yeah, no,
Sure.
John Wick is yeah.
yeah, that's a badass thing. Who's another one that doesn't exist really? Max Payne
Oh
is
yeah.
one. Mark Wahlberg played him in a movie, but I mean, it really
That movie was weird as fuck.
yeah, and really the video games is actually like where it
Right.
makes more sense.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
as much in the movie.
I feel
yeah.
like Batman's kind of an anti-hero.
he
too.
is a little bit. He has his little stints where he's more dark. Like so
Yeah.
in Batman versus Superman, he leaned that way a lot more
For
too.
sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
He still was more hero, I would say, but
yeah, but
he
he still
leaned that
fucking
way. Yeah.
lit people up with a
Fucking
30 cal from the
nuts, bro.
fucking Batwing, like just
Fucking awesome.
Well,
like okay.
like Batman has no qualms about beating the shit out of someone as long as he doesn't kill him, you know. Whereas you have someone like Superman, which has like the extreme morals where I'm gonna beat him enough to subdue them. You know, Batman's like, I don't give a fuck. You ain't dead. I'm gonna keep beating your
Punisher,
ass.
0 fucks.
Yes,
Yeah.
and Punisher just don't give a
Deadpool,
shit.
0 fucks.
Yes.
Yeah,
It won't
co-
kill kids.
Yeah, Corey, I don't think so tonight, man. I think we're probably gonna try and figure out a couple more of the short videos or something, and then we'll
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here in a minute.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah.
we're just kind of ranting right
yeah,
now.
we'll put something up for you guys tomorrow. We did the WTF
Thank
video.
the internet because we had our whole game plan planned out, and then we're like, let's just finish off this live stream, and then we'll do some short stuff. So
Yeah.
Well, plus I kind of like doing the live stream. This is actually a little bit
Mhm.
more fun because it's like
No,
we
it
get
is.
we get the reaction. I just wish somebody would. I wish like someone would raid us. I wish like that we would just get a bunch of people that would just
Rate?
crash. No,
or
raid.
raid. Oh,
Raid,
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Like a bunch of
It's
people
called,
that
like
just
when you do.
commenting.
I got raided one time on Twitch. What happens is there will be somebody who is streaming something and they have a bunch of people in their chat and like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna find somebody playing this game and we're just gonna go in there. We're all gonna go in there and blow up their shit basically.
Maybe we need to put some more hashtags on there that say like random things like Deadpool and.
I don't think that the hashtags matter. I think
yeah,
the only
just
people
because we're fucking banned.
Yeah, the only people that see this are
Subscribers.
our subscribers. And then Nightmare, when he showed up earlier, Brian, it's because he saw me spamming it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and because him and I are friends on Facebook, so it's like this is
Right, and that was what we were saying is that we need to push it on the Facebook and the Instagram to come.
yeah.
Yeah,
But I
think
mean,
that's what
but
our
even
plan is.
then, it's like that's the thing is like that's what's kind of rough about the social media because all we're gonna do is get more people that we know, and like we're not. I hate to say it, but like if our only followers are just people that we know, this is never gonna ever get any bigger than it
We're
is.
not
It's such a
we're not
defeatist.
educating anybody if it's just people we know.
It is an echo chamber, right?
That's not true. All the people I know are a bunch of statists. So
Yeah, but you
Well,
know what?
they
You don't
don't
fucking
watch.
see any of them watching the
They
fucking
don't watch,
show.
no.
right,
Or
yeah.
the live stream. They just want to bitch about how we're wrong on fucking social media when they can just turn it off and walk away. Because if you were to do that right here and we fucking say, well, what about this? And they're like, and then they don't say anything. It's, well, then you look
Come
like a
at me,
fucking
bro.
bitch. Yeah, it's like, well, do it in real time. Do it in where time, where it's, if you want to have a debate, let's have a debate. Like, I don't understand why nobody fucking shows up for this.
Let's have a meaningful, intelligent conversation, hopefully, I mean, shit. Why can't we, just talk about shit nowadays when everybody just wants to run and hide if we don't believe what they believe? Keyboard warriors.
Yeah, well, it's just because you'll put a meme out on social media and then they get fucking triggered by it.
Yes.
And
we'll
then they
comment on
want
it.
to, like, because they get triggered, so they're emotionally reacting out of it. At it, and then it's like you try to reply, and then it's just like all over the place. And then they always say, "You're not answering my question." I'm like, every time, right? And you're like,
100% of the
like,
time.
yeah. And I'm like, I did. So yeah.
Yeah,
So,
just-
but if they were here, then we could actually just keep talking, and I don't have to be typing for like 25 minutes writing
True.
a book and a comment under a picture.
Like I was
Yeah.
getting all pissed off on 4th of
Yeah.
July.
Just
had
because I
to get
didn't
off
give you
Facebook.
just because I didn't give you the answer you wanted to hear doesn't
Yep.
mean I didn't answer your question. Just because I work customer service and I told you no because you went against the company policy does not mean I'm providing bad customer service. It was something that used to fucking make me so mad. How is this? This is just not good customer service. Oh, I'm not giving you good customer service because you're trying to return something 6 months outside of the fucking return policy and it's opened and you don't have a receipt. Like, there's so many things that are your
Right.
fucking fault. You're trying to make it my fault. Get the fuck out of here.
Yep, same thing, basically. Exactly the same thing, really.
People trying to get free shit.
Yep. All right.
What
On
the-
that, on Jamie's little rant there.
I
like
guess
that,
we'll
yeah.
end
Yeah,
on
I
that
like it.
note.
Anything
Fine, fine. Now we're done.
No, we're done.
We're gonna shut off right when
I'm
Jamie's
turning this
giving,
car around.
Jamie's giving that judgmental look at us.
Yeah.
I just get upset.
We
You
got to
know?
plan out a couple little things that we're going to record, too.
We do.
Yeah. Do you guys have any? If you guys have watched the little what the fuck video we just did, do you guys got any suggestions for other topics?
Or short videos or,
or
skits.
lines. Yeah, like I mean, we need help with content here. If you guys wouldn't mind giving us some, we'll see what we can do. See what we can make up. I'm not a very creative person, so
We had
there's-
that. We tested that food out, too. And we still have that
Oh God.
spicy
the
noodles that
noodles,
we got to
yeah.
try at some
Yeah,
point,
that's like
too.
8,000. What is it? The
Yeah, Corey
Schofield
says the
units or
barbecue
whatever
we still
the
have to
fuck.
plan.
It's 8,000.
Yes.
That's not bad. We'll be all right.
Yeah, I've had
Well,
a
how
few.
much is a ghost pepper?
Like 2 million.
Really?
Yes.
Whoa. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we still need to do a barbecue, too, because we're getting close to the end of the season here.
Oh, that's true.
So
yeah.
we need like about a month to plan it. And then,
Oh God damn.
so, You and me pretty much have to come up with that date because it's about work and all that stuff. So
Yeah,
it'll have to be a Saturday.
We're still down to do it here.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so-
Fucking Saturday night, rock and roll.
All right, so let's plan a date, and then we will get to the Freedom Fighters and let them know when we're gonna do it.
Cool.
Because I know the other Steven hooked me up with the that little guy.
Pew.
He's down. He just needs some time so he gets his work off too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, try plan it at least a month in advance.
Yeah,
That
that's
way-
what I
that-
think.
Yeah.
3 weeks, a month, something like that.
We should probably talk about that tonight then. That we
Yeah.
just get it done next month.
Yep, down with that.
Cool. All right. Okay, folks. I guess we're going to go ahead and call it. It's been great. Corey, thanks for the suggestion about the barbecue. We'll try and we'll get that squared away. And then I guess we're going to try and work on a couple other little short videos for you guys so we have at least something for you to watch tomorrow. You're definitely going to watch us eat that Russian MRE.
That weird looking thing.
Probably.
Yeah.
We'll try and get that out tonight. If
Yeah,
not,
we'll
it'll be
edit
up tomorrow,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah. We'll talk to you guys again soon. Thanks again for watching. Really appreciate all
Thank
the
you for showing
participation.
up, people.
And we'll see you guys again next time. Thanks a lot, Freedom Fighters.
Peace.